The Art of Focused Living, How to Master Time, Purpose and Fulfillment. The ancient Greeks believed that moderation in all things was the secret to a happy life. That advice still holds true today, especially in a world that constantly pulls us in 1,000 directions. Too often we hear people say, "I don't have time for my family. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time for the things that matter." But here's a powerful truth. When you feel like you don't have time, that's exactly when you need to stop. Take a breath and ask yourself a sobering question. What would I do if I only had 6 months to live? If your answer involves spending more time with your family, focusing on your health, or pursuing a long-neglected dream, then the time to start is not someday. It's now. The classic saying goes, no one on their deathbed ever wished they'd spent more time at the office. So what are you waiting for? Now, imagine this. You're financially free. You've got $20 million in the bank and 10 healthy years ahead of you, but you have to keep working. What would you choose to do? What work would be so meaningful and engaging that it would be worth your time, even if you didn't need the money? Whatever that is, start exploring it. Read about it. Talk to people in that field. Volunteer. Dip your toes in. Thousands of people have transformed their lives by following that impulse. And you can too. The Law of Three. Focus on what really matters. Here's a game-changing concept that comes from decades of studying peak performance. The Law of Three. Make a list of all the things you do each week. You might come up with 20, 30, even 50 tasks. But here's the insight. Only 3 of those things contribute to 90% of your results. Whether you're a student, entrepreneur, doctor, or parent, the rule holds true. Ask yourself, if I could only do one thing on this list, which would have the greatest positive impact on my life or career? What's the second? What's the third? Circle those 3. Then focus your time, energy, and talent on those, and let go of the noise. Do fewer things, but do the most important things. Do them more often. Get better at them. This isn't just theory. People who apply this principle often double their income or effectiveness within 30 days. The 4 Ds of mastering your time. If you want to truly excel, you need to develop 4 core traits. Desire, a burning need to master your time and your life. Decision, a firm commitment that you will learn and apply these principles. Discipline, the willingness to stick with the process even when motivation fades. Determination, the grit to keep going until you're truly excellent. Time management is really life management. The way you spend your minutes is the way you spend your life. Improve your time use, and everything else improves too. Focus, concentration, and task completion, your superpowers. Success doesn't come from being busy. It comes from getting results. And results come from doing your most important work, not just any work. In a world filled with distractions, focus is more valuable than ever. Even Bill Gates and Warren Buffett agree. When asked what one quality led to their success, they both said the same word: focus. Once you're focused, the next step is concentration. The ability to sit down, block everything else out, and work on one important task until it's complete. This is the discipline that separates the high achievers from everyone else. And here's the payoff. Every time you finish something meaningful, you feel stronger, more confident, more alive. Your brain releases endorphins. You get an energy boost. You start believing in yourself more. Completing meaningful work creates a momentum that makes everything else easier. Know your value and guard it. If your time is worth $50 an hour, why are you doing $10 an hour tasks? Outsource or eliminate low-value tasks. Focus on the things that only you can do, the things that create the most value. The ultimate habit: start with the most important task. Every morning, make a list. Pick the one task that would make the biggest difference and start on it. Work on it with full attention until it's done. Task completion is the key to everything. Whether you're trying to write a paper, close a deal, or build a business, success depends on finishing the work that matters. Final thought: character is self-discipline in action. In the end, this all comes down to character. Not how you feel when you're excited, but what you do after the excitement wears off. Do you follow through on your goals? Do you keep going when it's hard? That's character. That's self-discipline. And if you practice it, day by day, task by task, you'll build a life that's deeply successful, incredibly productive, and genuinely meaningful. So, what are your big three? And more importantly, what will you do about them today?